This episode of Game and Chat is brought to you by Oxybroom. Do you suffer from a smelly room? Garbage scent? Sweat? Any sort of smells in your room? Well, you should try Oxybroom Air Freshener. Now with new Hawaii Kaloko Honokahu Exotic Papaya and Hibiscus Flower Scent. It's a premium fragrance that lasts up to 1 hour and acts in seconds. Escape to a tropical island sunset in Hawaii Kaloko Honokahu National Historical Park and savor the unspoiled notes of exotic papaya and hibiscus flower. Available now at your local Walmart, Target, Walgreens, or Dollar Tree. You know, I've been thinking about the Flatwoods Monster for a long time now. Now, this monster is an alien, an extraterrestrial, that was cited by several people, verified loads of people in Flatwoods, which is a town in Braxton County, West Virginia. And this happened in 1952. It's also known as the Phantom of Flatwoods or the Braxton County Monster. Now, this thing is creepy. You know, it's big, it's 7 foot tall, it's taller than a man, taller than me even. And it's big and black, and it can float, and it has these big dark glowing eyes, and it's made out of dark colors, and it has this big cowl behind it, and floats around, and it's a creepy thing. You know, to quote Wikipedia on the chain of events, there were 3 kids in 1952, September, and they saw this thing fall from the sky and crash land. They went and ran and got some people there. They all gathered up some people, including a National Guardsman, Eugene Lemon, and then they all traveled to go see what it was. And the dog ran out ahead. It was barking, and it ran back later with its tail between its legs. It was freaked out. It was running like a bat out of hell. You know, it was creepy. And they kept going, and they saw a big ball of fire, and a pungent mist that made their eyes and noses burn like it was burning them, like some sort of gas. And then they saw this monster that was making a hissing noise, and it floated towards them, and they all ran off. And, you know, this was all over the newspapers. It was creepy. They had this sickening metallic odor still all over them. This Eugene Lemon guy, he was vomiting and having convulsions all through the next night. He couldn't breathe right. His throat was fucked up for weeks afterwards. And, you know, the doctor who treated some of the witnesses said that they had symptoms like they got hit with mustard gas. I mean, just think about it. Mustard gas, that stuff is insane. You know, think of a mustard. You don't think of a gas, but woof, that stuff killed a lot of people. You know, World War I, World War II. I mean, that's why we have chemical weapon bans now, because of how spooky mustard gas was. You had to wear gas masks, you had to piss on a rag and put it over your mouth and nose, and if you didn't, you got killed by the mustard gas. And that's the sort of symptoms I got from just seeing this thing. And now, it's been a long time. There's some similar sightings, but it's hard to verify. And it's been like 50, 60 years now at this point. More than 60 years. And there's a lot of explanations that they just panicked, that there was a meteor. You know, panic, of course they panicked. They saw an alien. If it's a meteor, they would have found something out there, and they didn't. They didn't find rocks. They didn't find metal. They didn't find anything out there. So how could it have been a meteor if you didn't find the meteor? I mean, I'm not crazy here. Some people said it was a barn owl. Now, I don't trust owls. If you know me, you know owls are signs of paranormal. They are creepy, creepy things, and you shouldn't trust them. You don't listen to the owls. But they're not connected with extraterrestrials. And that's not what they saw. They didn't see this barn owl. I don't want to go into my sources for sake of anonymity. I don't want the people who give me this information to get in trouble. But I know what the Flatwoods Monster is. I can give you my knowledge on the subject. There are extraterrestrials out there, you know, obviously. People know that. But some people assume they're all the Greys. It's just one group of aliens that spies on us and abducts us and all that stuff. And that's really not everything. There is a lot of space out there, and thus there are a lot of different types of aliens out there. There are extraterrestrial wars in galaxies far away that we may never see, but there are wars going on all around us that we can't pick up on because of how unadvantaged we're kept by our governments. And some of these wars are violent, destructive, horrible things that sometimes make some of our wars not look so bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say we're the nicest out there. We're up there. Human beings are not the nicest of beings. But, what I was saying is there's this war going on there, and this Flatwoods Monster was a biological weapon. It's the sort of thing where they genetically engineer a creature designed to spread a poison when it hits and touches down on a planet. And it would be hard-coded for a planet and what it has on it, its flora and fauna, its gases so it can breathe and all of that. And somewhere along the line, this creature, this biological weapon that wasn't being aimed at us. No one is targeting Earth at this moment. No official groups, no official kingdoms or empires or consortiums are allowed to target Earth yet at this point. So this thing just got knocked off course, and it landed. And because Earth's atmosphere, Earth's biosphere, isn't what this chemical weapon was designed to deal with, it died out. It wasn't able to breathe for long enough. That's what the hissing noise is. Now, of course, it wasn't specifically designed to kill us either, like it would have been if it had hit the planet that it was designed for. If it had hit that planet it was designed for, it would have spread, it would have eaten, it would have reproduced, it would have put out this gas that would have killed the things that were living on this planet. Now, it gave these people some bad side effects. They didn't die from it, though. And it died before it could eat anything. It wouldn't have even been able to eat anything. It wasn't able to breathe. And so that's what the Flatwoods Monster is. And why I don't think any other extraterrestrial encounters that have been compared to it are similar, because no one is shooting these things at us. And for that many to get knocked off course and to hit Earth is just, it's a very low number, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's the history. That's the explanation behind the Flatwoods Monster, the Braxton County Monster. That's what you need to know. I don't have a big discussion on the metaphysical properties and how we should deal with this thing. It was a one-off. It's like when, I don't know if you know about this, there was a time when there was a nuclear bomb being transported across the United States in a plane, and it accidentally got dropped, and it didn't go off. We were very lucky. All the fail-safes besides the last one failed. They didn't work, and the last one stopped it from going off. We were that close from that happening on an accident. That sort of thing happens a lot. And this thing happens on the cosmic scale, too. If this was something that was happening a lot more, if this was something that was targeted and planned, I would know more about it, or I'd be dead. That's the sort of thing you have to deal with. Not everything out there in the paranormal sphere, in the sphere of the cosmic entities, in the sphere of paranormal creatures, in the sphere of cryptos. The sun doesn't revolve around us. The universe doesn't revolve around humanity. And that's the sort of thing that's hard to get over. It's hard for people to get over the fact that the Earth didn't, everything didn't revolve around the Earth. We revolved around the sun. It took a long people still don't understand that, the evolution. The Earth wasn't made for us. It We just got lucky. And we got lucky. We got both unlucky and lucky. We got unlucky that this thing hit us, and we're lucky that it wasn't able to cope and wasn't able to continue to mess us up. So that's really all I have to say. Thanks a lot for listening. This is just a short episode. I wanted to get some information out there about the Braxton County Monster, because it's an interesting subject that has caught a lot of attention in the public eye and the public consciousness, even in places outside of America, like Japan. It's very popular. So that's what it is, if you were curious. Thanks for watching. And I will have more episodes, full-length episodes, coming out soon. So see you later. Kevin, signing out.